much, lads. Welcome to Oak Swamp, and you find me with my good pal, Mr. Jim Hammond.
Hello, how you doing?
And he's over recording some music for the show for me, which is really good. Fuck it, I want to say it's Monday. Tuesday, and you find me with Sassaroo.
Hello.
And it's her birthday.
Yippee!
How old are you, Sass?
57.
57. She's caught up with me now. We're the same age, you see. But what we're doing for Sass's birthday is we're going picking.
Not picking for me, picking for you.
Yeah, there's a guy down in Bogner that's got some wire wheels I'm buying off him, and I'll explain about them later. But he's also got some cars and stuff and some sheds to rummage through, so we're going to go and do that, baby, aren't we?
Yeah. Never know, might find a present for me.
Happy birthday.
I bet you come picking all of the time. My baby's gonna picking too. I bet your life, your sweet wife, show you a thing or two. Man, a fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I likes to relate. Man, a fish bites if you got good bait. I'm gonna pick it, you're gonna pick it. Hopefully get some wire wheels too.
I'm hoping this guy's going to take us for a spin he's got a couple of specials, and I'm hoping he'll take us for a spin, for a birthday spin. Would you like that?
Yeah, I'll take him up on that offer.
What this guy's got, you know, I got a Rover 14 horsepower chassis. He has got a special built around one of those. I think this is the house. There's a big garage down there. 2 CVs. There's a vintage caravan with Austin written on. This has got to be the place.
Yeah, I saw you fiddling with one of these the other day, and I thought, I had that in my garage. It's 20s probably.
Awesome.
Yeah, you
Don't you want that?
No, you can have that one.
Fantastic. That's perfect, man. The thing is, I was saying to someone the other day, it's all right making that out of flat steel,
Yeah,
but it'll always look new. This is a bit forged. It's going to be strong.
It is.
You can weld
absolutely.
to forge.
That won't bend.
No.
No. It's I mean, it's never been on a car, but I don't. But yeah, as a curio, I mean that's. I don't quite know what
Is it
it
a
is.
master cylinder or something?
I think it increases the pressure. I think it's actually a brake booster.
Look, you can see my thumb now, lads. Look at that.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Really scary.
What I was doing, I was banging on the front axle and I had my hand down here and I went smack.
Yeah.
And went straight into it.
But yeah, have the swap
Well,
lamps and
they will get used for something.
Yeah.
Trust me, I like these ones that have that bit on.
yeah, they're nice.
Oh, those are nice, aren't they?
They're
The
on
Lucas
Jarrett
ones.
Javelin,
Are
I think.
they matching those two? They are.
They are, yeah.
I would use them as headlamps, you see.
Yeah, it's can.
I saw that online, it's cool, isn't it? That looked quite good on the back of
It
things,
would,
wouldn't
wouldn't it? Yeah, it's a good trinket.
it? Sass, I bought you this.
Yes, for your birthday.
Look, it's a talking can. Hello, Sass. Put your finger in it. So we're on to another shed, and this is Louis' shed. What we got here, miss?
So this is my 1931 Austin 7 special. Yeah.
Did you build this?
Yes, I built this all from scratch. Okay, I bought it as a rolling chassis found in a bush in Maidenhead on the grounds of an old manor house.
It was in a bush, wasn't it?
It's a really nice job, mate.
It's just a
How
project.
old are you?
I'm 20 now. So.
20,
Yeah.
and you've... Look, here we go.
This is made out of 18 sections of mahogany.
Did you make that steering wheel?
Yes.
Yeah, he's made that, yeah.
What sort of hours?
I think it took approximately about 30 hours of work.
30 hours.
Yeah.
Blimey. What about the car? How long has this taken you so far?
This
you
is-
know, actually doing, I don't mean
I mean,
having
starting
it.
from chassis, engine rebuild and bodywork, this has taken about 2 years to get to this stage.
So you started at 18?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, absolutely.
As well as doing other projects as well, and I was being at college.
even like the pedals he's made, like he's turned that up, and the lane's Victorian, by the way. They uses.
That dates 18.
Oh, I didn't see that.
1897.
That's wonderful.
As long as the.
Oh, that's cool. Is it 6 volt then?
Yeah, 6 volt.
Right, so we're going for a blast in the old Rover 12. Dad, you getting in the back?
It's a bit small, but I don't know if you can. Can you get it?
You gonna get
Wow.
in? Yeah, she's in. She's brave.
It's a bit cold, actually.
You ready, baby? Woohoo! Here we go. Oh, it goes alright, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's alright.
This is awesome.
What year is this?
39.
39, yeah.
So I built the little seat for Louis because he was a nipper when I first built this.
Really?
Yeah.
This is up for sale at the moment, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's up for 12.
12 grand.
Yeah. I just fancy building another project, you know?
If you fancy this car or want to come and have a look at it, Graham's selling this for 12 grand. I'll put his email in the description if you want to come out and look at this. 46,000 from new. I've got to say, this is really, really comfortable. This is a real nice car, I tell you. Especially with the little bit in the back, which makes it, it's like having a dicky seat, really, isn't it? Nice handbags there. That World War II, did you say?
It's one.
World War One.
World War One. French
Yeah.
Army.
Lovely. We like stuff like that.
Wasn't you, was it?
Right, I'm going to jump in the dicky. Thanks a lot, mate. That was a brilliant run out.
That was your birthday treat.
Oh, thank you.
It runs brilliant, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's
It runs really well. It seems a shame to sell it, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
a new project beckons.
right, thanks a lot, Graham. That was
Good to
really
see you,
interesting
Brian.
day,
Yeah,
mate.
you're always welcome.
Thanks for letting me see all your stuff,
it's
and
just
Louis.
enjoyable, isn't it?
Great to see you.
Cheers, man. And
Like-minded
thanks for the cup of tea and the
That's all
lovely
right, thank
cake,
you.
Trish.
Yeah.
Have a nice birthday, yes, sir.
Oh, bloody lovely. Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Did
you
manage to
all for having
scare her
us.
just a little bit.
Oh,
just
yeah,
enough.
you did scare me.
Just enough, I think. So
Yeah.
to make it fun.
Sass had a bit of a butt clench as she was sat in the back as we were going along. How fast were you going? About 60, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, must
Yeah.
have been 60. Yeah,
60.
Through puddles as well. So it was
Yeah, it was
flicking.
fast.
It was flicking up a bit.
And I got a nice doorstop for at home. I will give someone something interesting if you can tell me what this is. Wednesday, rain. Right, as it's pouring with rain, this is the coil from the Leaf, and it's got the coil pack on the back there and a ballast resistor. I don't see any reason to change it because it works alright. What I'm gonna do, because it looks a bit, you know, I'm gonna take it to pieces, clean it up and then put it back together again, and I'll feel better about it. It won't look so shabby, it looks a bit...
Listen to me, baby, hear what I say. I'm in love with you, darling, night and all day. I'm in love.
See, it's all got bits of amorite and bits of rust coming through, so what I'm gonna do is clean it all off so it looks just rusty.
with you, baby. I'm in love with you. Do you feel it too? When I'm feeling nervous, baby.
Right, that's cleaned that up a bit. I'm not getting too mad with it. I roiled this up a bit. Right, now I've got to do the same to this. It's like grubby, like undersill on it, which that's why I'm trying to get him off.
I'm in love with you.
That one coming off.
I'm in love with you.
When I look at this piece, when I looked at it this morning, I thought it's got to look in a certain way. That's what I've got to get to. With these rainy days, I can do little jobs like this. It's nothing, but it's also something. Every part of a build is part of the whole, and I think you've got to kind of keep that going. Clean up rust and let it rust again. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm going to hide this coil because it looks ugly as sin. If it's hidden where it can't get wet, good thing.
Tastes so good, babe, you're butter for my knife. I love you, darling, so warm inside. I'm in love with you, baby.
Cleaning all these little nuts and connectors up.
Yeah, I'm in love with you, baby. I'm in love with you, babe. Do you feel it too?
Yeah, it just looks a bit neater. You're not going to be able to see this anyway, but for my own sanity, knowing the coil hasn't got underseal on it is a good thing. Okay, back to tent life. I think what I'm going to do is get as much done in here, under here, this finishing parts, as I can, because as soon as I get it on the road, the last thing I'm going to be thinking about is doing like finishing bits like this. What I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to cut myself a template and do these sides.
You're so nice, you thrill me inside. Got a heart of gold, baby, that's so fine. Yeah, I'm in love with you, baby. I'm in love with you now.
Right, got that in there. Now I'm going to try and see if it'll fit that side and then cut another one and stain them up. Right, well that's handy, they're exactly the same, so... Circuit, baby. These panels will just finish that bottom off nicely. Hopefully it should be reasonably draft free down there. And then we might get some benefit from the heater. The guy with the Rover yesterday, that had a heater in it. And it did make a difference. Nice car, went really well. I was impressed with that, the way that chassis was. And I have actually got one of those chassis. Now I've been out in one. What I did consider with it was making a woody out of it. Putting a bit of like a front of an Austin or something. I've got an Austin 10 cab over there. Putting the front of the cab on it. And then building all wood down the sides. It'd be quite cool, like a shooting brake. I'm just going to end up selling all these cars. That's the bottom line of it. I'm going to build them, use them for a little bit and then sell them. The Rat is going to be going up for sale probably in April. I've done what I needed to do on it, to be honest. There's a couple of little things I missed. I wanted to make a rocker cover for it, but it's too far away now. I want to start moving on. There was a guy at Bewley in the spring who had a massive great Bentley. Awesome car. But I want to try and get hold of him because he really liked the Rat and he said to me if I wanted to sell it, he would buy it. So I'm going to try and find him because he's the sort of guy who's buying it as a piece of art more than something that he's going to rag round every day because he's probably got plenty of cars. If you watch this show, or you know the guy who owns this Bentley, get him to give me an email at oakswamprats@gmail.com. I had a hot rod years ago. It took years overdoing it. And I sold it to a mush. He smoked about on it for a bit and then he put it in the garage, changed it all, and I don't think it ever went back on the road. And it seems a shame, you know. I think what I need to do now is the clutch pedal. What we're going to do is clean up this piece here a bit, tidy it up, and then I've got to fit this to this. I don't want it to be welded on because if I weld it on I won't be able to get the floor in and out. So I've got to come up with a method of fitting there to there. At the moment, my two ideas is drill an 8mm hole down into there, put a bolt on. It's only the clutch, you know. Or to thread this and weld a bolt to that. The problem is, as this comes out of the floor, it's coming through a hole. So I don't really want to make this any bigger because it'll foul as it goes down. So 8mm, let's have a look at 8mm on there. Yeah, loads of them. Screw that on the top, it's never going to come off. Now we're going to get that out. Oh, I can't. Beauty of doing it this way as well is I can change it. If I change my mind, I can order it for something else. Give these fellas another coat. What I'm going to do with these, once everything's sealed, I'm going to get some satin varnish and I'm going to plough it all over these. It gives it a bit of a wearing course. Couponol. My neighbour Baz gave me this. Fair play, Baz. Come off a job he's done somewhere. It'd be nice to get all these bolted in. Thursday. Dodging showers at the moment. What I did this morning, made up the little rod just here, you see, next to the clutch pedal to the clutch arm there. And I'll tell you what, this clutch works lush now. There's no play in it now, and it's just smooth and light. But what I want to do to it is put a bump stop on it now. Well, there's a nice bit of threaded tube. Okay, that was easy. You just adjust the stop there. I think I'm going to whip like 15 mil off of that, and that give me enough room to put a nut on there as well. Put a bit of rubber on that. How you doing, baby? It's still your birthday, you know, don't you?
Brilliant, that's what I like to hear.
We do birthdays that last a couple of weeks, don't we, Seth?
Yeah, got to be done.
This is Mick.
Right.
And Mick builds special mopeds, don't you? Bring one of your mad creations around, Mick. He takes like 50 stuff and sticks a new engine in it and makes it look mad, don't you?
Yes. It's one for you as well. You can have that as wall art.
Can I?
You can,
It's
yeah.
cool, isn't it?
Oh, that's awesome, Mick. Did you make that?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'll put that up in the garage, mate.
Yeah.
And you got one for Sass as well?
Yeah, Sass can have the phone if you want.
We both got presents. Cheers, Mick. Let's go and get some tea, shall we? Well, it's just not letting up out there today, so as another inside job, I'm going to continue with this fuel tank. So what I did with this tank, I had a bit of scary business going on here, so I've cut that out and I've started making the replacement bit. And it also had something here, I don't know what was going on here, but I cut that out as well. The inside's looking a bit, so I think it needs some rust eater. I've just spoke to Greg and he said, with regard to this rust in here, he said don't worry about it too much, get rid of any big lumps. He said the Furtan stuff will kill all of that, so he said weld it up and we can wash it right out with that. That'll kill it, and I expect I'll put a sealer in it as well. And that'll protect it from ethanol, so that'd be quite cool. So I can finish off all these brackets while I'm at it. I think we're going to take the paint off and let it be rusty perhaps. I just don't like this blue poking through, so I'll probably sand it all off. I might do that first actually. I think what I'm going to do there is take that out and put a return in. I want a return on it because I think that carb's set up for having a return. Breakfast time. It's actually about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, but that's coming off. I'm happy with that because it won't rust. It's been tinned all over, but it looked way better. Hello, Maggie. You enjoying the rain? Well, the dashboard's sat in here because I've been collecting gauges for this dashboard. Now this one is the original Austin 10 one, and it's 12 volts, so I'm going to use that for the fuel. But I bought this one because it looks quite like it, and it was only £5.50 or something on eBay. They look alright together. I've just got to put a temperature gauge in there, but finding one of them's a bit harder actually, because they didn't use them a lot on old cars. Did they, maggot?
As they say in Oaksport, man, watch your bush.
How you doing, mate? Just the man. You can see what I'm doing here, can't you?
Oh, yeah. You'd be scraping shite.
Yeah, you see what I mean about inside? It's not bad.
It's just a good dose of surface rust, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But what I'm doing is I'm cleaning everything right off, because it had that horrible blue, nasty, and it's like metallic as well. We were just talking about Greg's lovely yellow sou'wester there. What's going on there then, Mush?
Oh, it's very smart. This is what every yachtsman's wearing these days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Tool station, £8.98 for the suit. And it is waterproof.
Be safe, be seen.
And be cheap.
Right, so what do you reckon on this then, Greg? You're a man who knows.
Well, I've seen the inside of a few rusty fuel tanks, and this isn't the worst. It is just surface rust. I think you want to weld all this back up again. Obviously empty all the loose stuff out as best as you can. I would treat it with a Furtan product called Fedox, which acts like an acid would and eats all the rust off, but it's not acidic. It's not actually an acid.
All right.
Quite what it is, I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't attack the metal. It only eats the rust off.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you do? We just put it in, slosh it around, then leave it?
You fill it up to the brim.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You mix it up with water. You can mix it up to about 8-1. So you fill it right up to the brim and leave it
Gotcha.
for a few days and drain it all off. The only problem is, of course, it leaves it as actually proper bare metal. If there's any damp in the air, it'll go rusty again very quickly.
Yeah.
So you've got to get on and then coat it with something. I mean, the best thing to do is then to coat it with fur pox. What a great name.
Fur pox?
Yeah. I've got a case of the fur pox. Yeah. And it's actually designed to coat the inside of ethanol tanks.
Is that the same sort of stuff as we put in the rat tank?
It is exactly the same stuff.
The beauty with that stuff, if you've got a pinhole, does away with that, doesn't it?
Yeah, fill up pinholes, yeah.
Yeah, it just
put a bit
takes
of tape over the outside.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
We filled it up with the stuff, and I had a little drip of the paint coming out. And I'm like, oh no, and Greg said just put a bit of tape on it, it's never leaked. That tank's been perfect. What I'm doing with this is I'm taking it all back to this nice lead finish, right? And I'm going to clean it right up. I'm going to let it have a little bit of rust, so just it gets the corners, and then I'm going to cover it in oil. It's jobs like this when it's raining. It's a rubbish job to have to do this, but it's got to be done. Well, it ain't got to be done. I could leave it in blue and hate it for the rest of my life. I'm having to be a bit careful because obviously it's been soldered together. If I put too much heat into it, it's going to come apart. Okay, so I just took the top off this sender and it's solid, it's no good. So I tried to take it apart. Screws, I was just not having it. It's no good, so I think what I'm going to have to do...
Baby, don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go.
Nah, it's not going to come. I got that one, but...
Baby, please don't go. Wanna be your dog. Wanna be your dog.
No sender on it at all.
Wanna be your dog. Can't you get out here? Baby, won't be home. Baby.
Lovely sunny day today, and I've got to go in here and carry on with this. Shame, I'd like to sorted that floor out today, but I've started this and I'll be really happy to get this out of the way, because once it's sorted I can connect it up to the engine and I've got a constant good fuel supply, and that'll make all the difference when tuning up the engine, knowing you got the right supply. Yeah. So I made this piece up last time. I did it quickly, so I need to get the... What's that little thing called, for fuck's sake? What's this called? Die grinder. So I'm going to get the die grinder in that and clean that up, and that's it. I'm a tiny bit concerned about the welding. These edges have been crimped. In places there's solder, so I gotta be careful. I did consider making these plates bigger and putting riv nuts in it and just bolting plates on. The trouble is I haven't got much meat here. This sender is completely missing in the arm with the float and all that, and plus the fact it's C-solid. I've been looking online and you can get 12-volt universal ones and see if anything will go straight in there. What I'm going to do before that though is I've got quite a few fuel tanks over in the woods. I'm going to go over there and look, see if there's anything I can't cut out of one of the other ones. Beautiful. Okay, looking through these tanks, this is a Fiat 500 I think it was. It's got quite a nice little sender there, but it's probably a bit long. That's a Triumph Spitfire one, and that's interesting, but the sender comes in the side. And then this Austin 10 one, but it's got the right sender in it for that gauge. And I'm just looking at this and I think I might have a plan for the rest of it. I think I should take this one over and have a butcher's at what I can't rob off it. They're not worth a carrot anyway, to be honest. He seized. Took the drain off out. Okay, so I'm going to open this tank up. I'm not going to use it, I've got another one. And there's quite a few little fins that I'd like to rob off of it, so I'm going to whip him apart quickly. I'm going to take him straight down the middle. Then I'll show you what I want the rest for, and I bet you can't guess. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll tell you in a minute. Really good nick. Look at that. You can see it's had some sort of diesely shit on the bottom, but that's not moving. Right, what should I do? Shall I continue down this road just for a little bit, just so you can see? Won't take me long. What I'll do is I'm just gonna try this idea out, see if it does work, and then I'll get back on with it.
Turn your lamp down low. Turn your lamp down low. Turn your lamp down low. Can't you get out here? Baby, walk me home. My baby, please don't go.
You got it, yeah? Okay, there you go, that's what I'm doing. It's a bit of an awkward fit going around all those corners. It looks something like that. Now, whilst chopping this up, I found a nice drain off, which I'm going to use. I'm getting closer to thinking about sweating all of this, to be honest. Also, I got this fella, which I'm going to use as the return over there. You remember I said I had to put a return in? I'm still no further along with this, but I'm not panicking at the moment. I think what I'm going to do should be pretty straightforward. I've just got to transfer that onto here.
I'm on a midnight train.
Diesel. This is getting the diesel out. Let's put it out on there.
I'm on a midnight train. Can't you get out here, baby? Walk me home, my baby, please don't go. Turn your lamp down low. Turn your lamp down low. Turn your lamp down low. Can't you get out here, baby? Walk me home, my baby, please don't go. On to the top now, yeah, Adam.
Right, there you go. They're bolted in and it's starting to rain. Pretty pleased with those, eh? It's another decent job out of the way. Jesus. Just made it in. This is releasing weekly. It doesn't really give me a lot of time to do stuff, especially like Monday. I was with Jim all day, and then Tuesday I was at Bogner all day, so it's only given me like 3 days. And I can't always flag it how I want to. even though I want to. So I'm going to go in and have some tea and do some editing now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment. If you're not subscribed at this point, make sure you hit the old subscribe button and you'll find me here next week. If you'd like to support the channel, please go over to the tip jar, or better still, go over to my shop and get yourself a nice Oak Swamp t-shirt or hoodie. Thanks for watching, dudes. I'll catch you next time. Hang loose.
Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go.